Shannon Sharp. Hey, you two.
Jenny came Sunday fast today on a Wednesday.
Thank you.
Jenny dressed real nice this morning.
Well, that's debatable.
I'm sorry. Do you have a problem with
half
this
of that
outfit?
works for me, but the other half does not work.
Oh, so you try to compliment? Oh, you try to get back on Jenny's good.
No, I'm just being honest.
Home team. Don't let him.
Yeah.
All right.
Were you there last night? That's what I want to know.
Oh, no.
You didn't go to that?
No, I'm only.
You're going to burn that bridge.
No. Only meaningful game.
Whoa.
Opening night.
Really?
Boy,
well, that was opening night.
That thing was buzzing, wasn't it? You could feel the electricity. Boy, that thing was coming through that 4K television that I just got, Jenny.
Yeah.
Ooh, the crowd, all them 23s. I was like, man. Thought it was Gallagher. Everybody had a 23 jersey on.
I saw a lot.
I can't argue with that.
Let me get
Pretty exciting. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. Did you enjoy watching the game? Just all in, your hangout
my
room?
little tiny room. I'm in my little tiny room in
Couple
Century
TVs.
City with my little tiny TV.
Yeah.
Tough life.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Tough life.
Rabbit ears.
Rabbit ears. That's all I got.
Oh, we have a lot to get to today, including the fact that Dez wants to return to Dallas, possibly. Kanye has some advice for LeBron. You got to hear that. And then Tom Brady, he wants some payback. But let's start with what we were just talking about at Staples Center. Last night, LeBron made his much-anticipated home debut here in L.A. The King was greeted by huge cheers during his introduction. Josh Hart said, quote, "It was loud. It was lit." LeBron then had his first highlight in the purple and gold with a first-quarter tomahawk dunk. He finished with 13 points, 4 turnovers in 15 minutes while sitting out the entire second half, again in another loss to the Nuggets. Shannon, what was your takeaway from the game?
Yeah. LeBron is Bron. He was great. And it looks like, to me, Skip, he's been practicing that 3 ball. Because he's pulling up and he's shooting it with conviction. We know he can get to the basket as good, if not better, than anybody in the history of the game. So that's never going to be a problem. But that 3 ball, he's going to make you, and everything that I've seen him post, I've seen a lot of games of him playing pickup. He's shooting that 3. He's pulling up, he's catching, shooting it, and the transition.
So how did you take that away from last night?
Because I watched the game.
He shot 1 time and made 1.
And
he's been practicing.
And where did he pull
That's what
up?
I'm supposed to take away?
He pulled up. He pulled up from Palm Desert.
He did
pulled up. Yeah.
Palm Desert.
Yeah, that's where.
That's a 2-hour drive, man.
Shot it from there. Did you watch the game? What was that, Sunday night?
Oh, I watched all.
And where did he pull up from? Okay, then. So hold on. Why are you talking? It was my turn.
Just read my box score.
You ain't read no box score. Nobody asked
you. Wonder what game you watched last night.
I watched the game last night, and I watched a little bit Sunday night.
You like 7 for 7 last night?
You know what, Skip,
1
baby.
for 1. I don't know. I'm just trying to make heads and tails out of this.
Well,
mostly tails.
When it's your turn to talk, you make whatever you want to make out of it. Now it's my time. I'm going to make what I want to make.
Okay.
LeBron was LeBron. The crowd was electric. It was buzzing. They were talking before the game, and it said, people were lining up 45 minutes. This was to be expected. It's been a long time. This is the longest drought in Laker history. They've gone without making the playoffs. So the crowd is energized. And when they say, I had to hear it, in his 16th campaign from Akron, Ohio, from St. Vincent, St. Mary. Let's put some hands together for one LeBron.
That was good. You got it.
Really
good.
Good.
That just echoed, man. It reverberated.
Yeah.
I heard the echo of that all the way to Century City.
I almost got in my truck and drove down there and tried to catch a little bit of it. But I said, I get you opening night. He's still a great passer. He still can make those passes. I thought sometimes, Skip, they were overpassing the ball, saying basically, look, you take it, I'm good. They were overpassing the
They're all
basketball.
trying to be little LeBron.
Yeah, but they only want him. JaVale did a great job of diving to the rim. He did a great job of challenging shots. I have some concerns, Skip, because he's really the only true big they have. He gets in foul trouble. He gets nicked. LeBron, Brandon Ingram, and Kyle Kuzma are going to probably have to play the 5. I don't really know how well they're going to be able to get out and run if they can't get rebounds. Because, with Jokic in there, he takes up a lot of space. He's a very good rebounder. I think he's probably the best young player that hadn't gone to the All-Star game. But LeBron was LeBron. I still believe they're going to get there. They're going to win me my 5 cases of dew. by winning all these games.
5, it's gone all the way up to 5.
That's what we had.
How you change the bet on the fly.
No.
The more confident you bet, you start to raise the stakes.
Our original bet was
3.
No, you tried to get you tried to get me to 55. That's what you've been trying to do. I let you coax me into 54 because I said somewhere between 53 and 55. But I split the difference with you.
Well, I mean, if you throw out 55, you should have the guts to take 55. That's how that works.
Hold on.
If that's what your heart is telling you, 55, or your head, say, I got it. I'm going to put my due where my mouth is.
I said somewhere between 53 and 55. I let you talk me into 54. I'm good with that. But LeBron looked like LeBron. He looks like he's ready to go. Now, I don't know how much more in the preseason. Now, he appeased you. You were talking about he come to this new team.
He didn't appease me.
He appeased you.
He said it. He said last week, I do not need to play a single minute of preseason. Did he not say that?
What did you say?
I shamed him into it.
Okay, that's what I said. He appeased you. That's what appeasement means.
Thank you.
Yeah,
last I checked.
I must have some power.
You ain't got no power.
You can keep telling yourself.
Because Hazel doesn't pay you any attention. If you had some power, Hazel would listen.
Tell me. He just told me that he appeased me.
No.
Didn't he say that? I'm just.
LeBron played, I think, 13 minutes on Sunday. Played 15 minutes last night. He looked good. I was never concerned about LeBron. I just thought they overpassed the ball a little bit. But the Lakers are going to be just fine.
To echo everything you just said before I get to my deeper points here, I would like to read a lead to the USA Today story on LeBron's opening night at Staples that I loved. The lead says, there may be an army of LeBron James haters living in this city and Los Angeles Lakers fans unhappy about his joining their beloved basketball team, but they certainly weren't at Staples Center on Tuesday night because they were not. It looked to me like, and it was reported that every seat was filled for a preseason game.
Pretty special.
That's pretty special.
Impact.
That shows you something is going on here, right? Something detonated here in Los Angeles because that doesn't happen very often for a preseason game.
No, you're exactly right.
And I got to tell you, Showtime's back. Seriously, Showtime's back because that was a showcase of oohs and ahs in the first half, as LeBron was playing 15 minutes in the first half, but oohs and ahs and a lot of memorable cell phone video for those fans there that I think will be kept in those cell phones maybe forever because it was something to behold. And I said the other day, and I'm going to reiterate this times 10, this team might be the most fun team to watch in basketball on offense because it's going to push it, it's going to pass it, it's going to circus shoot it. It's just fun to watch, and LeBron does have a contagious effect on everybody because everybody's a globetrotter now, right? They're all going to try almost impossible passes. LeBron will try impossible. He's got the neon greenest light ever, and yet he is still, I'm going to say it again, he's the best passer in basketball. I think I always say this, and I'm not exaggerating or being sarcastic. He's the best passer in basketball. And when the ball's in his hands, great things happen, often passing the basketball, right? And he pulled off another couple last night where I just said, wow.
That's just one with Brandon Ingram. Okay. He was up under the basket and he snapped it to him, and Brandon was like, you're right.
Right. For now, the kids and the cast-offs that join the team, everybody's new, and they're not used to what's coming because you got to get your hands up and you got to get your head up.
Right.
You got to be ready because the ball's going to find you when you least expect it, and it might find you in a position for you to do whatever your best is, whatever your strength is. You'll get the basketball.
Well, you better pay attention, or you're gonna hit you in the face.
That is
correct. Hit you in the nose, hit you in the eye, you'll be looking up.
So LeBron did have 4 turnovers last night, and I expect him. He was second in the league in turnovers last year. Again, that doesn't kill the basketball team. It's not great, but sometimes you would get upset with it, but it's not the worst thing because he's trying things others don't try.
Correct.
And that stat does not reflect how many of those passes get home for a bunny, like an easy dunk. So, again, will he lead the league in turnovers? Highly possible.
He'll be close. He's Westbrook or Harden. He's going to be one of those three.
He was second to Westbrook last year, and he's second in the playoffs to third to Westbrook and Harden. But I think that was usage rate. But the point is that last night, this is a big-time line. He made 5 out of 6 shots. He made 1 for 1 from 3, 13 points. He had 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. That's pretty good, along with the 4 turnovers. You're always going to get those turnovers. So the point is, he is the best passer in basketball. So I'm sitting watching the game, and I'm thinking, so how is this going to play out from this point on? How does this work? Because if you're the best passer, I think you need the ball in your hands a lot, right? I wouldn't mind it for this team, so many kids, so many cast-offs, if he had the ball in his hands the most usage rate in the league, where he had it, where again, I want him much of the time to be the de facto point guard, right?
Well, Skip, if you remember last night, he started off the ball. It was Rondo and Ingram.
Yep.
And then
all of a sudden, he's starting to have the ball more and more and more. So I don't get the fit going forward. This is why I told you, Luke Walton's got the hardest job in basketball, maybe the hardest job ever trying to coach a basketball team. LeBron is difficult to coach because he's just going to do what he does. But again, you've got misfit toys here. You know, like how do they all, like if Rondo's going to be in the game as the point guard, and this was interesting last night, Rajon Rondo, a career 31% three-point shooter, made 3 of 3 threes. It's impossible. He's averaged taking 1 3 a game for his whole career.
Right.
He just doesn't do it. They dare him, and he just says, I'm not going to shoot that, right?
Yep.
So last night, they dared him, and he made all 3.
Right.
Was that opening night euphoria, just playing with LeBron? Maybe, because history would scream at you, that's probably not going to sustain it.
Well, the thing is, Skip, when you play with LeBron, you're going to have to alter your game. Things that you don't normally do, you're probably going to have to do. Look at Kevin Love. Kevin Love was a back-to-the-basket player in Minnesota. But when he came, Chris Bosh was a back-to-the-basket player. But once he got with LeBron, he can't have you clogging up that space because it inhibits him getting to the basket.
Correct.
So,
okay, so what's the fit here? And I'm not even going to bring up Lonzo Ball. He's hurt right now. He's coming off his knee scope. But how do they fit together? Because if either Rondo is on the floor, which is most likely, or Lonzo occasionally, are they going to be spot-up three-point shooters?
They're going to have to shoot the ball from outside. And the thing is, if you look at this team, Skip, a lot of they're kind of very similar. Most of these guys are slashers. Lance Stevenson, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, LeBron, they're really and he's not used to this. He's like shooters. And that's what he had in Cleveland. JR was spot up. Kyle Korver was spot up. Kevin Love turned himself into a spot up.
Even
look at what he had in Miami.
Channing Frye.
Right. Look at what he had in Miami. From the Mike Millers to the Ray Allens. So all these guys could spot up. Even Shane Battier turned himself into a good.
Did he?
So that's what he's used to. But these guys
I'll remind you, the Lakers last year were the second worst three-point shooting team in basketball. And I'm going to remind you that they added Lance Stevenson. He's a 30% career three-point shooter. They added Michael Beasley. He's a 35% career three-point shooter. He takes 1.4 a game. So he's not even a three-point trier.
Right.
Okay? So then Lonzo last year obviously was 30.5%. Will that improve? I would hope so. But again, is he surrounded by snipers?
No.
I don't think so. So how are you going to fix that? How are you going to do that?
Skip, it's going to be a challenge. That 54, I think they're going to win a lot of games. But it's going to be a challenge because some people will have to alter what they do or alter what they're really good at. Because Kuzma's coming off the bench. He kind of found himself a home in the starting lineup. He's going to be at the 4 or the 5 an awful lot. So he's going to be at a disadvantage when it comes to guarding someone on defense. There's a chance he's going to probably have to deal with Jokic or Anthony Davis or one of these big guys down low because JaVale cannot play 40-plus minutes. He's somewhere between 15 and 22 minutes a night. That's what he is, Skip. He's a high-energy guy.
I was stunned by him in both the 2 preseason games. Look at JaVale's line from last night. He had 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 blocks.
Yes.
And you know why? He was running the floor.
Yes.
And I tweeted this mid-first quarter. If teams go into Staples and don't prioritize getting back on defense, they will get run out of that building by this team because there are so many good passers and so many good pushers of the basketball that they're just going to run you up and down the floor until you say no mas. And last night they did it to Denver in the first quarter because mid-first quarter on TNT, Allie LaForce interviewed Mike Malone, the Denver coach. By the way, Allie's no Jenny Taft, but that's okay. You got to throw that in.
Nice. She is very good. I like her.
She's very good, but she's no Jenny.
I don't hate it.
Jenny.
You can keep going.
Jenny.
Well, she's no Jenny Taft. I'm going to say it one more time. But the point is that Mike Malone was steamed because he said, we've already given up what it was. It was like 14 fast break points, and it was 27 for the game. It's just wrong, man. You're going to get wiped out, although Denver did bounce back and win the game. I don't know how they did that. So the Lakers are
23 was on the bench.
23 was on the bench.
You know how they did it, Skip.
So I'm happy you brought up that point because LeBron did dig in last week with the LA media. a little skeptical because they're a little skeptical of him, but he said, I don't play any preseason. He didn't play any last year, but he had a tweak.
He says he doesn't need. Okay. He didn't say he doesn't play. Last year he had a tweak. He said he doesn't need, and he doesn't need it.
Okay, so is it about him or them? Is he a solo act, or is this actually going to be a team that is to be reckoned with?
There can be no them without a him.
Okay. Well, which is it? LeBron?
LeBron's going to do what LeBron does.
Okay.
Does it look like he needs preseason?
So, again, he's contentious with the LA media, and somebody got under his skin.
He's not contentious. Stop trying to plant that seed. No, he's not.
He's just blindsided every day because they're not going to kneel down and genuflect.
And LeBron,
they're not going to worship
LeBron. And LeBron James is not auditioning to play for the Lakers. Yeah. He's not auditioning to try to please this media. So you do you, we do what?
The media is still skeptical, and so LeBron.
And LeBron is skeptical. He and I both.
Okay, really?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm skeptical.
So LeBron played 15 minutes in game number 1, and last night, game number 2, he played 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
Way to go, LeBron. You need to play.
No, he doesn't.
You know nobody on this team's game. You know none of them.
What did Magic say? Magic said when he showed up 30 minutes, he had to wait in his car. When he got inside the house, he and LeBron were just talking basketball. That's all they were talking about. He said, Kuz does this. He said, Brandon Ingram does that. He said, Lonzo does this. He's like, he knew the team better than I did.
It's one thing to see it on television. It's yet another thing to experience it firsthand in the flow.
You know, I said that same thing about John Gruden. Really? It's one thing to have sit down with coaches and quarterbacks. It's another thing.
Did you just compare John Gruden to LeBron James? That's the highest compliment you've ever given Coach Gruden. He is. He's kind of on par with LeBron, coach to superstar player. I'm thinking
LeBron, Coach Belichick, LeBron, Coach Lombardi. I'm thinking more along those lines. Would you be thinking like that too, Skip? Good. I'm glad you think I'm glad you and I both see it the same way. Skip, what he's saying is that, look, I really don't need the preseason. You look at what I've done over the last, let's just say for the last 8 years, 8 consecutive finals, and you're throwing an Olympics in that mix. So I've got a lot of wear and tear. I'm still the best player, even in year 60. I love how he said that. In his 16th campaign. That's what he's been doing, Skip. He's been campaigning.
St. Vincent, St.
Mary.
Yeah, way to go. So, speaking of the King, my favorite moment last night was a quick shot on TNT after LeBron came out late in the first quarter. And he had gone to the end of the bench, and he has a throne. I did not know this. The King has a new purple throne at the end of the bench.
No, he doesn't.
Look at this. Look at this. It's elevated. It's a throne where he gets to sit above the rest of the team. It's unbelievable. The King has a throne at the end of the bench.
He had that exact same thing in Cleveland because of his back.
I don't remember that.
All it is a cushion.
This is purple. This is royal purple.
I got a cushion. I'm sitting on a cushion.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you are. Yeah.
I'm sitting on a cushion. LeBron has a bad back.
I am not sitting on a cushion, by the way.
Why
not? I don't need a cushion. I don't need anything.
You should. You should be sitting on the ice pack because I put foots in you every day.
I don't need a weight belt or whatever. I don't have anything.
Stop telling
I don't have anything over here. I go alone.
Why are you dry snitching about what I got?
I'm not dry snitching.
Yes, you are. I don't got no waist belt.
People can see it on TV.
They can't see nothing.
Your king is sitting on a purple throne at the end of the bench. Is that not classic? Is that not the best shot you've ever seen?
If I'm not mistaken, has LeBron had issues with his back?
I don't know. I assume he's had issues with everything, but he's indestructible. He's Iron Man.
Okay. Other than his back, what has LeBron had issues with? Remember when he first got back, he took that time off. He went to Miami because he's dealing with back issues. Ever since that time, LeBron James has sit on a cushion, and he sits elevated because when you sit low, he needs to be higher. Skip, stop trying to make more than what it is.
He's sitting above his teammates.
Skip, baby.
It's funny.
He said
it's funny. You should laugh.
What about
It's the King.
Because this is not new. He did this in Cleveland.
It's funny.
It's a little funny.
I don't even remember it in Cleveland. I don't remember it. I wasn't paying attention.
Because you tried to nitpick. But everybody knows it. When you get on your timeline, they're going to say, Skip, he did this in Cleveland. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, and I wasn't even going to bring up that it appears he took Kobe's locker, but the thing's been reconfigured and reconstructed. It's not exactly
right. It's the area in which Kobe's locker was.
And I don't have any problem with that because he's obviously the best player on this team, and he's the second best player in the league, so he deserves to have his own space and spot center cut, you know, right?
You think I'm going to let you get away with that?
What?
You think I'm going to let you get away with calling him
We're going to talk about Kevin Durant later in the show.
Okay, we can talk about it. We can talk about it today, tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's not.
Well, he's second best to Kevin, but that's okay. He's good enough in L.A. now that he deserves front and center blocker position. I am good with that. What?
You tried to get my blood pressure up, but I already took my gummies. I took my gummies, yeah.
I thought you were going to try to get in shape again.
I am. The gummies are just to relax.
Gummies.
I have to have this to relax me because you get my anagrams going. So I need something to flatline to keep me level because I'll be peaking and falling dealing with you because you be talking crazy. You know good and well, LeBron
the only
James.
anagrams I know are on Jeopardy. They're Jeopardy categories.
No. Did you know? Hold on. Did you know I went on Jeopardy and won?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Really?
What if Potent Potables for $200, Alex?
Really?
Yeah, won it. Won it.
Were you up against like a dog and a giraffe or something? I don't know.
Nope. Hold on. Why it just can't be? Oh, you won! Congratulations, Shannon. That's a
way to go, Shannon. That's really good.
Ruined it.
I didn't ruin. I don't. And I'm here to. I'm going to predict it again. From what I saw last night, LeBron's going to run away with MVP this year. Seriously, this is made to order. This is perfect. This is silver or purple and gold platter, right? That's what this is.
Oh,
right.
Well, I don't know if they're going to give it to him since he's on the throne. He's sitting high above everyone else. Why would they give it to him?
No, but it's just made to order because the team is not going to be a contending team. It's just going to be a pretty good Western Conference team. So if he manages just to he needs to finish in the playoff race. So if you finish 8th, you know what the narrative.
They're not finishing 8th. Stop trying to throw that out there on the slide.
Well, I'm helping you here.
I don't need no help.
Yeah, but you know what the narrative will be. LeBron lifted this cast of kids and cast-offs to the 8th spot. Way to go, LeBron. That's
LeBron lifted his team to the 4th seed.
Really?
Yeah.
55 wins.
54.
55? Nope. After what you saw last night, you wouldn't even go to 55 off that?
No.
It was Showtime, man. Showtime revisit.
Oh, okay. The crowd's going to be electric, but we try to win games here. Forget the crowd. We try to win games.
Well, they didn't win last night.
But LeBron said,
you know what? They were good on defense in the first half. That surprised me too. It might be euphoria again.
Well, no.
They held Denver to 48 in the first half, then they gave up 5 in the second.
But because here's the thing, Skip, what happens? The conversation, the communication. You know, Derek Brooks and Warren Sapp.
Oh,
Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Yeah, that communication.
Don't get that.
You get it? Communication.
So Rondo's Ray Lewis? Really? Rondo's Warren Sapp? Little 6-foot Rondo? I don't get that.
Yeah, Bailey, you know what he's trying to mean.
He's trying to impress
the front line
the LA media with his vast historical NFL knowledge.
No, what he's trying to do, he's just using an analogy, Skip Bailey. He said the first line of defense. The first line of defense was Sapp. The second line of defense was Brooks. All right. And then you had John Lynch on the back. And then he went to Ray Lewis. Okay. Ray, if you don't got it, Ed Reed got you back here because you know I'm roaming.
I got it. So I'm going to give you a pass for the second half last night, which they lost, because the king was on his throne. He was on his throne at the end of the day.
He has a bad back.
He was watching. He doesn't have a bad
Yes, he does. Skip Bayless.
Oh, please.
Skip, okay. You remember he went 2 weeks, when he first got back to Cleveland, he went 2 weeks down to Miami for that back. He's had issues with his back. That's why he sits like that.
I don't know about that.
Can we please get Skip a cushion for his?
Yeah,
I don't need a cushion. I'm
It'll
fine.
change your life.
I am
change your
fine.
life. You're going to need it for this next discussion about the Cowboys. Are they going to bring back Dez?
I need a
See
cushion.
this guy throw up the X again. Bring the cushion. We'll be back next.